We are on live now. Thank you so much for all of you to be with us. And in fact, Lendy's ELCS lab, to name it English Language Communication Skills Lab, which always works with the greatest spirit in driving the youngsters who are in turn aspiring for the better models in their engineering at the end of their engineering. So in fact, we are at the suburbs of Vishakhapatnam. And in this room, I have got a couple of teachers well known, and both of them are more senior teachers. Ramani ma'am one side from Presidency University, and then Sailaja ma'am from Vignan University. And of course, Malvika is first time for me. I'm watching you. And in fact, this model of examination that we discuss in little later. Oh, do I have a slot now? So Leelavati ma'am, I think Shravani ma'am, can you respond to the chat that was left by Leela? Right. So anyway, English Language Communication Skills Lab at Lendy, it has got its own name and fame and then popularity among the student friends too. And in fact, we always wanted to have a stiff journey, starting from first semester till third year, second semester. We work on the improvement of communication because we are at the suburbs. Basically, most of the student friends, they know how to dress themselves well. They also know pretty well how to carry out the technology that is there in their mind. But there is some sort of an inhibition here and there that we may not, compete with the communication channels. But thanks to team that has been working lively in the campus, particularly in the name of English Language Communication Skills Lab, we make them understand the pleasure of practicing. Particularly, the laboratory is aimed at one interesting golden rule, that is learning by doing. So as part of this learning by doing exercise, we come across certain number of courses. As part of the journey, we say that it is observing, we say that it is scanning, and we also say that it is setting, and then final semester will drop into aiming. So we are now in the penultimate semester through this course we call employability skills course. And one more course that these people have to attend, that is English for job seekers, where they can aim. But in this semester, we have got 16-week long program where first 10 weeks they started practicing a lot. And as part of this course, we have got not only training, even we also allow them to evaluate their own selves, maybe their peer evaluation that takes place for first 10 weeks. And after that couple of weeks, the internal examiner, whom now we are going to interact with, they are evaluating them. And finally, the last part is now you are evaluating. So as part of this external examination, there is nothing new in any of the laboratories, especially in Indian system of education. We invite people from nearby colleges. But when it comes to this particular part, it's not only from colleges. We are inviting people from different parts, different walks of life. In the morning slot, we had a content writer. And a couple of months ago, we had a senior professor from university that works for humanity. We also have people from Washington. We also people from Iran, and then such kind of a story was there. And in this room also, we have Malavika, one of the sincere scholars from English and Foreign Languages University. We know IFLU that speaks a lot for its qualitative teaching learning methodologies. So Malavika is now in the field. Like that, why the story? Why this virtual call? All this is only just to make the student friends understand how tough the communication challenge is altogether. Especially when they go for the job opportunity tomorrow, or when they go for higher education interview tomorrow, or any other interview that they wanted to really fare well and then come with flying colors, just they have had a trouble, that is communicating with a new man. Particularly now, I don't know Malavika, but I'm talking to her just because I've got a rich comfortability in my room. Similarly, Ramani ma'am, long back we departed from each other. Long back, it was almost some 16, 15 years ago. We both worked together in Vishakhapatnam. And she's quite new for me now. And it's not that easy for me to immediately be ready to give right communication. So when this is the case for only teachers, you just imagine for the young boys and girls like this, definitely there is a tough time for these candidates. That's why we wanted to mark that kind of a scenario before going to interview. And while going to interview and then failing there, it's better if they can fail here itself. They'll have some time to manage themselves well. So that's why we have come up with this examination, and the examination is only the end fulfillment of the course. But before that, there are a lot of partial fulfillments that happened. If you can see the typical work plan of this examination, it goes like this. We'll have the first half an hour where we can introduce each other in order to see the context that is set well. The one that I'm now doing. I'm introducing, I'm telling you the coursework and how this coursework is designed, what happened, and for the past 16 weeks, what happened, how we are doing all the best. I told you. And we have taken enough time to join the rooms and checked our voices, and we also have put ourselves in video. Everything is now done. And after this introduction program, we'll take you to the listen to speak activity. Before going deep into this listen to speak activity, I would love to say employability is based out of communication, and communication is divided into some 3 or 4 important phases where we have felt when you practice listening, speaking is easily practiced. This is what just a belief that we have. But so often we have got a lot of success. That's why we have picked up this listen to speak activity as one of the best activities to be evaluated by the external examiners. So we have left it as the end semester examination activity. So since I have already told you, learning by practice or doing by learning, this is something like a very interesting jargon that we always put it before many, but it is giving a lot of interesting models or a lot of interesting satisfaction for us. So when we watch out this learning by doing, we have felt that listening will help them to speak very well. That's why this LS activity that comes into picture. Sailaja ma'am has already has already evaluated so far many times, and she knows the toughness behind the students' listening skill. So when you observe, yes, yes, Sailaja, you are audible, ma'am. Unfortunately, we could not see you. Your screen is still black. I don't think that you have switched on your video. So this listen to speak exam, where we can play a video audio material, the whole examination is going around it. I can say this is the crux of the whole examination. So the first half an hour we are taking. Yes, Sailaja ma'am, I can see you now. Yes, I think others also are able to see, right? I'm just mentioning that you have already taken part in this exam last year, before last year too, where we have set some outcome which is being reached by us well. That point I'm just recalling. And thanks for thanks for your time there. Thank you, sir. Yeah. So this is the typical work plan of the exam, and after that we can break into rooms. And then in each room, we have got 3 slots and 3 examiners. Each room, the examinees will come and talk to you about what they have listened. Particularly in the listening exercise, we have set up some educative video. Once that listening is over, these kids have to come out giving their individual perception for 30 seconds. Not by giving the summary what they have listened to. They are expected to talk and then relate their real-time activity or real-time, what you call real-time situations. They can exemplify their real-time situations with that of the listening exercise that they have made. And Finally, they some 4 5 like-minded students would turn up, and then they'll discuss by accepting others individual remarks or by crossing others individual remarks, how are they doing. All this as an exercise, we have set it as an examination. I hope that it is an experimentation only. Still, teachers would feel that this is very good, you can carry it out. And we request the examiners to just listen to these candidates, because we have a lot of activity that is between STT and TTT, teacher talk time and student talk time. So I request all the examiners to minimize your talk time and then keep listening, even if it is boring. See better the students respond to your expectation. And at the end, last half an hour, we request you to give your overall remarks and then wrapping up the session. So throughout the examination, you have the support examiner. From each slot, you can find the support examiner. Now, let me take it as a pleasure for asking the big hall to get ready.
Yes, sir. We are ready, sir.
Yeah. Shall I ask slot one support teacher to respond? And then
Yes, sir.
camera should be on slot one.
Sir, am I audible to you, sir?
You're audible. Unfortunately, you are now dropped from visibility, ma'am.
Yes, sir. We are checking it, sir.
Somebody with the camera did all the bad. Is it Srinivas? I know only Srinivas has that ability.
He adjusted.
Please allow some other teacher to help you out.
Yes, sir.
I know,
Yes, sir.
I know Srinivas is a
Sir.
black sheep. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Raja sir, please help us out, sir. And it's Bhavani ma'am from slot one.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Good afternoon to Hari, sir, external examiners, Ramani madam, Shailaja madam, and Malavika madam. And dear team English and my dear student friends, I am Bhavani, an assistant professor of English at Lendi. It's a pleasure to be here with my wonderful team and enthusiastic students. Our students have done a tremendous effort in semester 2, and today they are they are very excited to showcase their skills in the external exam. And this platform will help them. It is a great chance for them to get valuable feedback from our respected external examiners, I hope. And we are very grateful to Hari sir to creating this platform for our students, friends, which helps students to understand corporate culture and prepare for their future career also. Thank you once again to all our external examiners and Hari sir and my dear students, friends. Now here we have Lahari and Ishwar sir. They want to share their experience about their course, sir. Now over to Lahari.
Good afternoon, sir, and all the external examiners. I am Lahari from 2nd CSE, and I want to share my experience in ELCS lab since the first year. This is the first time I'm exposed to some lab related to English. Before this, I was just normally talking to my friends or normally speaking without any huge gathering. But after coming here, I understood that speaking to one person is essential as speaking to some other, a big group. It's not just speaking to individual is important. A mass audience are required to understand and explain our thoughts. So ELJ's lab has made an opportunity to me to express my views to a huge gathering. And I hope this continues and I can put all my efforts to improve my skills and put these skills into my learning in the future. Thank you.
Now over to Ishwar sir.
Good afternoon, Hari sir, and all our external examiners. I am K. Ishwar Rao from second year CSCB, and I want to share some my experience about ELCS lab. ELCS lab helped me out in many ways by encouraging me and increasing my confidence while speaking, and This semester we have done some activities like learning speaking activities. It helped me out that we have our innovative skills by thinking, but we can't express in a right way. So this LS activity come up with to express our thoughts in different ways and in our own point of view. So by this we increased our communication skills and thinking skills, and also some peer discussions which can elaborate our thinking skills with our friends and can share our own knowledge. By this we can get more confidence. So thank you, sir.
Sir, now over to you, sir.
I'll be happy to see Ishwar is relieved from the pain of expressing what he is expected to. I know communication has got a lot of disordered activity, speech anxiety, worry. Though we set a very big board mentioning that leave your worries and shoes outside and come in and then make a good attempt. In spite of that, we have got a bigger challenge with us. When it comes to Lahari and then Ishwar, both of them have opined very well. And are you nominated for this job, or you yourself have come, or your friends have pushed you? Are that's a burdensome activity. If somebody asks me once, if I sit in the very front row, I'll be under pressure. Come on, Lahari, you make me, you save me. Are you a savior of your team, Lahari, or you yourself have come forward to share your experience? Just out of curiosity, I'm asking. I'm not putting you into trouble. Just give your opinion. No, you did not switch on your microphone.
Sorry, sir, about that.
Ah.
I myself came forward to express my views. This was the thought I want to share with everyone since the first year.
That's
So
great, Nana. That's
this is
great.
a great opportunity to
Thank,
show that.
thank you so much for Lahari and then Mr. Ishwar. Both of them have opined that the language lab is helping them out. And Ishwar was mentioning about the peer discussion that has given him a lot of room for developing the critical thinking. It's a fantastic idea. That's why we at Language Lab, being the team English, which is with a charged ideas, experimenting this, let that give a lot of good success. So now over to slot 2.
Thank you, sir.
Good after Good afternoon, respective Hari sir and my loving team English. I am Santoshini Akundi, and I would like to share my 1 month experience to this lab. I am really very happy to be part of it. The effort here Hari sir puts, and along with this team English, whatever the hard work they do, and they're just not giving effort, and they're seeing the result, how it will be shaped their future. And I am part of it. That makes me a lot of satisfaction each and every day. And I heartily warm welcoming to Ramni ma'am, Malavika ma'am, and Sailaja ma'am. And over to Sindhu.
Good afternoon, Hari sir, externals, and all the ma'ams present, and my fellow mates in this hall. So, firstly, I'm really happy for getting this opportunity to speak right here before everyone. And according to my experience in the English lab, it is like it has been a huge gap, nearly a semester gap after we entered into this lab. So, I am really stressed about speaking in front of the camera. But because of this plan made by Team English, which is very excellent, it helped me a lot to speak before lots of people. And also, I would especially thank Hari sir for encouraging us in joining outer competitions and to know about the competitions in the other colleges and all. So we joined there and came to know how to speak before a huge gathering, and how to face the outer world. And also, listening and speaking activity helps a lot, not only in speaking, it also helped us for even getting knowing about these motivations that we should get in everyday life. So all this plan really helped me a lot in making myself better. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Team English.
Over to Manohar.
Good afternoon to Hari sir and all the external examiners. My name is NVS Manohar. I'm from CSEB. Even though we have a lot of content and knowledge, we are able to showcase our talent in the most of the interviews and competitive exams. So most of the people fail in that interviews and competitive exams, lacking of communication skills and confidence. So English Lab mostly concentrates on learning by doing. So from the first day onwards, we are exposed to the environment and we have a wonderful infrastructure in our English Lab. We have a lot of activities such as listen to speak activity, peer-to-peer evaluation, individual evaluation. In listen to speak activity, we are exposed to a video. It is like a motivation video or it is an inspiration video. In that video, we are able to get some sort of insights. So we are able to express our own views and feeling to the outer world. We are exposed to the environment such that we can showcase our talent to a hoop gathering. So we can come across our fear and we can able to express in a wonderful way so that our confidence levels and communication skills will be improved in a higher rate. So English Lab is such a wonderful opportunity for most of the students. So they could able to express their own views without any fear. When coming to the peer evaluation, most of the student friends make mistakes in the activities. So we are able to point out that mistakes and we are able to correct them. So it also helps us to correct their mistakes so that it reflects in our own way. When you are trying to say something or explore the environment, we may do some mistakes. And by rectifying the others' mistakes, we will not do that mistakes again and again. So this activity helps a lot, eliminate our mistakes and improve in a better manner. When coming to the group discussion, we are able to discuss with all the peer mates so friendly and not afraid manner so that our views will reflect on their minds and they create a wonderful impact. So thank you for giving this wonderful opportunity.
Over to you, Hari sir.
That's great to hear from slot 2. In fact, Manohar is little, proved as a technical engineer, quite logical in his thought process and putting everything crystal clear. And you made a long speech, Manohar. In fact, we are expecting you to be quite effective in your communication. And thanks for your harangue. You made a wonderful speech. Thanks for your understanding on how this communication is going to help you. But we expect, as teachers of literature, language, like Samyukta, what's your name? I forgot. Samyukta only? What's her name?
Sindhura,
No.
ma'am. Sindhura, sir.
Yeah, Sindhura. Yeah. Sindhura is, on the other hand, so soft and, she's what do you call, humanistic in bringing out the best, how a break of one semester has put her into trouble and then realized. But above all, slot 2, you also represented your slot and then made a very good attempt in explaining why is this model. It is not to burden you on your shoulders. And being technologists, tomorrow, when you wanted to communicate well, automatically when you get an opportunity and then when you wanted to explore in the opportunities that are available, definitely you require a lot of support through communication. So this practice is being organized, and thanks that you have realized. And now, slot 3. May I request slot 3 to get ready? Yeah, ma'am, Lata.
Good afternoon, Hari sir. Respected external internals, Ramani madam, Sailaja madam, and Malvika madam. I'm really very glad to have you all people seeing like this. My name is Pushpalata. I'm assistant professor of English at Lendi. Recently, I also joined this college, but I have seen the students, they are struggling for their communication skills, and at last today the day has come to show their talent, what they have learned up till here. Really, they did a good thing up till now, and it's your time to judge the things what they have done up till today. Thank you a lot. Now I would like to ask Atrija to share her views on this.
Good afternoon, Hari sir. Good afternoon, Hari sir, and good afternoon to the respected external examiners, English team, and all my dear friends sitting here. I'm Atrija from CSCB, and I
Very
would
good
like to share,
afternoon,
sir.
Atrija, very good afternoon. And I felt that you were asking me whether your voice is audible or not. Your voice is very high. Okay?
Sorry, sir.
Speak low, no problem. Thank
Okay, sir.
you.
Okay, sir. So I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to the English team and the whole English lab because it helped me to improve myself in a very better way from the quick jam sessions where we were so underconfident to speak and to the professional speaking skills now we are gaining in this lab is wonderful, and the whole support of the English team is we have the complete support, and not only academics, we also had certificate courses which gave us the LSRW all the skills, and it is really so wonderful to have Hari sir and all the English team as a support for us. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Your microphone, you have set it.
Now I would like to ask Sampath to speak some words.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, Hari sir, and externals, and external examiners, and team English. My name is Sampath Sai from CSCB. English, team English team English will give me a confidence and improve my communication skills also by doing some activities like LS activity and peer discussion activities. I have improved myself very lotly, and by doing LS activity, I get my voice very clearly and give the output of the topic very clearly. And I am done my certificate courses like English score, British English Council score, and by giving the guidance of English lab. So I have I have today I get the confidence to talk with you and give my experience to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Hari sir.
Yeah, it's great hearing from Lata ma'am's room. And in fact, Atrija is very, very active, confident, and she looks bright somehow. And
We
I'm
also
blessed.
wanted to speak about the certification course, sir.
That's what. I really love to hear that Hari sir's name several times. I'm blessed. What else a teacher needs? In fact, at the end of the semester, when kids started talking about the experience that they have undertaken, and then the practice that is giving good result for them to speak out well. And we also have Sampath. Sampath is trying
Sampath,
very well. Yeah, Sampath only. What's his name?
Sampath Sai, sir.
Yeah, Sampath Sai. Okay, full name Sampath Sai has also made a bold attempt in talking about what exactly this lab is helping him out. So with this slot 1, 2, 3, all the three slots have introduced themselves and made everything open. The context is set, and now I request Ma'am Ramani, my good old friend, one of the senior teachers in the fold of English language teaching, and a very good experience that I have with ma'am. We both have traveled together several places, and then we also have seen how language teaching, language learning that takes place. We are lucky to have you, ma'am, in the board today to see that your expertise that reaches to the student friends. Luckily, the students who are working for the language communication practice, definitely your presence will help them out. And I request you to introduce yourself, ma'am.
Mhm. Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Hari, for bringing me here to be along with all of you, with the budding engineers and your entire wonderful team. If you don't mind, I just before me plunging into introducing myself, I would like to share that the video of your ELCS lab that you have shared on Teachers Group. I have shared it with my team to inspire them. I have 24 English doctorates working in my team along with other Kannada language, French and German, because it's a department of languages, along with, though English is a major crowd, but still we do have other languages. So I just wanted them to see how a college in Vishakhapatnam in its suburbs is doing a wonderful job. I just want to ignite that energy in them. So hats off to you. I was really, really mesmerized. This is, you know that I'm not an oily tongue. So the entire credit goes to you because I have seen you, how you started off your journey at Lendi Engineering College. And these are days where people move from one institute to other institute. And you have just, what to say, connected to the management. And management is also, like, in fact, they are blessed to have you in such a role and such a committed faculty for these many years. An entire team of yours also, my best wishes to all of you. And keep continuing with the same spirit that really helps. Because when the students are talking, I'm a keen listener, first of all, but I was just going through each and every sentence a student is sharing with all of us in their introduction. Because though, when it comes to me, first of all, I don't get carried away with designations. I am first an English teacher. I really feel proud to share myself or introduce myself as an English teacher. But for the benefit of the committee, I'd like to introduce myself as professor and head of the Department of Languages. So in my recent capacity, I served as director at CMR University for School of Social Sciences and Humanities. So that's the privilege of Bangalore. We explore a lot of opportunities and delve into different domains and disciplines. And in fact, my passion towards teaching has inspired me to take up my PhD also in the area of English language teaching. So which continued along with me, because more than books, the challenges that we encounter in our own classrooms will give you certain ideas on how to improvise ourselves as teacher and how to meet the expectations of the Gen Z kids. So overall, I have 20 years of experience exactly, wherein I worked in various capacities, starting off as lecturer of English and till the director role. But as I told already, more than all these other responsibilities, I feel so happy in my English classroom. And of course, here, though presidency has started off I have been working for presidency since 2019, June 12th onwards, but in between, due to commuting issue and all, I worked for CMR for 1.5 years, wherein, because when we are committed, obviously any management will be behind you, calling you back and, continue with your same role. So in that way, I've joined back my role. Earlier also, I was heading the department, and last year, 23, I came back. But despite we think that all the other side of the world is quite green, but on this platform, to all the people here and all the students in all the 3 slots, I'd like to tell you that we in our state, we have teachers who are really, really committed. I'm not delegating my team, but when we are all from multicultural setups from different states and different cultures, we see different mindsets even when it comes to the commitment of a teacher. But my experience or my role as a teacher in AP, be it in KL University or be it in Gayatri Vidya Parishad, I still cherish all those moments, each and every hour. All my colleagues over there, because we just don't work for the sake of salaries. We work for our students, and the bonding that we have with our students obviously is amazing. And the way a student sits in a class with an objective in mind, with a goal with a goal to achieve and all, really inspires teachers also. I know that I have taken a lot of your time. I'm so sorry for that. I couldn't stop my excitement. So thank you once again for Dr. Hari and the entire team for giving me this opportunity to be here with all of you today.
No, you did not take much time, ma'am. It is deserving and it is essential for all of us. Since Ramani ma'am is a very senior teacher and would be definitely helpful for the whole examination process, and I request the student friends to make use of her support, make use of her expertise. Thanks for your appreciation, ma'am. The students in our classroom is still, same. The teachers from our state are presenting the similar sort of responsibility. Thanks for your observation. And the video that I have shared is just only a punishment that is given for a batch of students, a batch of students who missed out the class. But surprise is mine.
Yes.
Satisfaction is mine. They have even made me a hero. Somehow they captured my moments and then they have left it in the video. That is awesome. And thanks for your observation. There were a couple of interesting responses like you only. One, Dr. Nagaraju from Hyderabad also has mentioned he's very much excited to see, come and join us to see how the laboratory is helping out the students. So like that, you are into the book of that interesting responses, ma'am. So Ramani ma'am will be definitely helpful for all of us. And now it's time for to call upon Dr. Sailaja from Guntur and Vignan University. And I request you, ma'am, to address and then introduce yourself.
Yeah, good afternoon, Hari sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes. You are pretty much audible and visible also, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Very good afternoon. It's my pleasure, sir, to be here. And the other external examiners, Ramani ma'am and Malavika ma'am. And it's a great opportunity, sir, to be with you and also bring up such an eminent personalities like Ramani madam. Happy to see her and also listening to her experiences with your team, sir. And before starting, sir, in the group, in the Lendi's group, you told that the junior faculty can be shared this opportunity to be as the external examiner. Even we are interested to be the part of it. I don't know whether I can also apply or not, because every year it's a great opportunity to be with you, with your team, and also with your students. Happy for that because you're doing a great job, and also you're a passionate teacher, sir. And also we are also picking up such great things from you, sir. And coming to me, I'm Dr. Shailaja, working as Associate Professor in Vignan Nerula. Here it's a women's college exclusively. And also it's a similar kind of environment when I observe the Lendi and the Vignan Association. So there are quite similarities. And always I feel that interacting with your students and the team, it's like a family, sir, not that an external examiner. And my experience here has 22 years. And I'm a pet trainer, Cambridge pet trainer, and also CELTA qualified. Here we impart UHV, Universal Human Values, and also soft skills. This is my thing. And compare with you and Ramani madam, I'm nothing, sir. But it's a great opportunity to work with you, sir. You're always a hero, sir. And also you're guiding your team in such a way that it's a great inspiration. Thank you very much, sir, for the opportunity, and all the best, students. You're all doing well and you have wonderful team here in Lendi. Thank you and all the best. Thank you, sir.
That's great hearing from you, Sailaja ma'am. In fact, you were always a model for rest. And in fact, you were also in the fold of senior teachers. I was just writing a message in the teachers of English group only to see that seniors, if you have come, we are very happy. If not, at least you can share it with your scholars or with your junior teachers in order to see that what this experimentation is going to help.
Yeah,
and if at
that's
all
true.
if at all we have a physical examination, we'll have only 1 or 2 teachers. But now it is because of the virtual mode, we can connect with many, and we also can connect with many diversified lands. And tomorrow we are having an examiner from Uzbekistan, and then we'll be we'll be finding out the best how these cultural references or how these cultural barriers will be dealt by the student friends. That is how we are trying to have this opportunity. Thanks for your observation, ma'am. And student friends, you'll be definitely enjoying the presence of Sailaja ma'am with her expertise, especially from Cambridge. That will help you a lot, and how evaluation that takes place. Cambridge always masters. And then now we have Malavika. This is one such kind of an interesting buddies has come from English and Foreign Languages University. One of my good old friends, ma'am Suvarna, one of the senior teachers, and who worked at JNTU Vizianagaram for some time, and then now working at English and Foreign Languages University, whose scholar is Malavika. And then Suvarna ma'am's scholars are always made for the quality, and then that's why they've had the seat. Malavika is a straight first-hand experience or first-hand resource for us. Because she's into positive research now, and she is into serious research now. Definitely, as a research scholar, will be helpful for the communication practice. And that's why we have invited Malavika as an examiner. We request you, ma'am, to address the gathering.
Thank you, sir. First of all, good afternoon, everyone. Hari sir, the fellow external examiners, Ramani ma'am, Dr. Shailaja ma'am, and the trainers or teachers who taught the students and the students themselves. A very good afternoon to everyone. So, before introducing myself, I would love to say that I am very impressed with the initiative that the ELCS lab has taken, and I'm very glad that I got this opportunity, because the lab, I mean the English language lab, the experiment that you are into is so much aligned to my research topic right now, the communication skills, and I'd really love to work with you, even face to face or offline. I'd love to come and see how the lab goes on. And yeah, and this is again Malvika. I am a first year research scholar, and I'm working on using artificial intelligence in helping students speaking and communication skills. So I'm very happy to be here. Thank you, sir, for the opportunity.
It's great. IFLU is always a platform for people to understand what best that it does. And in fact, you have come from IFLU, and you're always into our good books. Malavika, you are welcome always at any point in time. Our language lab that works 365 days throughout the year. And even on Sundays, sometimes it is only to see that how well that the students are being benefited. So you are most welcome. And this is how we have set the context. And we are 6 minutes before 2. And we have the real-time work begins now. We are going to play an audio video material. And Raja sir, I hope you are ready. On Big Hall chat window, I have placed it. I request you to share the window and play it for. And after this audio video material, we are going to work out on how the students are responding to this video. What is that they are putting their effort, particularly in relating with that real-time examples. And finally, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 like-minded peers that will come and then discuss before you. So it's all again to be done in an hour's time, because we have got another half an hour. Last half an hour is more important. We work here until 4 o'clock, but we wanted it to be winded up by 3:30, where the external reviews would also really have a lot of pleasure. So see that this exam is to be done between 2 and 3:30, and by 3:30, if you can give your remarks, we'll be comfortably going back by 4 o'clock. So with this, I'll be silent, and I ask Raja sir to play the video material that is already placed on chat. Are you helping me, sir? Will someone respond for Raja sir's response? Thank you, sir. Are you trying it, sir? Are you trying it, sir? We want a response.
Yes, sir.
from
Yes,
you.
sir. I'm trying, sir. Yes, sir.
That's great.
Yes.
Yeah, we see your window that is shared.
Just a minute, sir. Just a second.
All right, no problem. We wait for you, sir, because we see always your sweet smile.
Yes.
We feel it also. The warmth is a spirit. Smile is such a wonderful universal welcome. It costs nothing. So you do all that, sir. So
Yes, sir.
we are
Thank you,
waiting.
sir.
We are
Yes,
waiting
sir.
for
I
you.
started sharing, sir.
All right. Wow. Parking for English only. That's great. Great, sir. I'm
Sir,
just
can you?
sitting.
Is it audible, sir? Is it audible?
Not yet still.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe with others it is audible. No, no, no.
1 second, sir. 1 second.
I think you can reshare by
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
checking that box of audio out, sir.
Sure, sir. I'm doing that.
You're doing it with a lot
yes,
of
sir.
confidence. Thank you so much. Yes, sir. Now listen.
Thank you, sir.
Now we are able to listen.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Oh, there is a beautiful girl on the screen, sir.
What you're doing right
All right.
now, at this very moment, is killing.
Sir, can you replay it from the beginning?
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Now everything is fine, and then you can replay. I'll be silent.
Okay, sir.
What you're doing right now, at this very moment, is killing you. More than cars or the internet, or even that little mobile device we keep talking about, the technology you're using the most almost every day is this, your tush. Nowadays, people are sitting 9.3 hours a day, which is more than we're sleeping at 7.7 hours. Sitting is so incredibly prevalent, we don't even question how much we're doing it. And because everyone else is doing it, it doesn't even occur to us that it's not okay. In that way, sitting has become the smoking of our generation. And of course, there's health consequences to this, scary ones, besides the waste. Things like breast cancer and colon cancer are directly tied to our lack of physical inactivity. 10%, in fact, on both of those. 6% for heart disease, 7% for type 2 diabetes, which is what my father died of. Now, any of those stats should convince each of us to get off our duff more, but if you're anything like me, it won't. What did get me moving was a social interaction. Someone invited me to a meeting, but couldn't manage to fit me into a regular sort of conference room meeting and said, I have to walk my dogs tomorrow. Could you come then? Seemed kind of odd to do. And actually, that first meeting, I remember thinking, I have to be the one to ask the next question because I knew I was going to huff and puff during this conversation. And yet, I've taken that idea and made it my own. So instead of going to coffee meetings or fluorescent lit conference room meetings, I asked people to go on a walking meeting to the tune of 20 to 30 miles a week. It's changed my life. But before that, what actually happened was I used to think about it as you could take care of your health or you could take care of obligations. And one always came at the cost of the other. So now, several hundred of these walking meetings later, I've learned a few things. First, there's this amazing thing about actually getting out of the box that leads to out-of-the-box thinking. Whether it's nature or the exercise itself, it certainly works. And second, and probably the more reflective one, is just about how much each of us can hold problems in opposition when they're really not that way. And if we're going to solve problems and look at the world really differently, whether it's in governance or business or environmental issues, job creation, maybe we can think about how to reframe those problems as having both things be true. Because it was when that happened with this walk and talk idea that things became doable and sustainable and viable. So I started this talk talking about the tush, so I'll end with the bottom line. which is walk and talk. Walk the talk. You'll be surprised at how fresh air drives fresh thinking, and in the way that you do, you'll bring into your life an entirely new set of ideas. Thank you.
That's great,
Thank you,
Raja sir.
Thank you, sir. That's all from our side, sir.
Yeah, you helped us and grateful to you. And in fact, that's what the audio video material. And once we have listened, and there's a lot of work now to do it. And immediately after this, we break out the rooms. And then I request the slot 1 examiner to, slot 1 internal examiner, support examiner to pick out the examiner. Who is the examiner that you wanted? Slot 1, ma'am.
Ramani ma'am, sir. Ramani ma'am, sir.
Ramani ma'am, okay. I'm putting Ramani ma'am into slot 1.
Yes, sir.
And after that, I hope the guys of the slot 1 will be ready within another 5-6 minutes of time. They'll be ready, ma'am, and they'll send their own order, like who are more important, who are going to take first, and who are going to do it later. Like anyway, they can take 5 minutes time and then join. Slot 2.
Shailaja madam
Who
for
is the
slot
teacher
2,
that you
sir.
are picking out, Santosh?
Shailaja ma'am, sir.
Slot 2, madam.
Slot 2.
Shailaja ma'am, okay. All right, I'm adding Shailaja ma'am into slot 2, and then obviously Malavika into slot 3. There's no other choice, Malavika madam. Right, I'm adding Malavika to slot 3. Right, your exam now begins, and the examiners are there in the rooms, and you can now go ahead. I request the support teachers to guide the student friends and go there. Ramani ma'am, I think you are asked to join the slot
Yes,
1,
sir,
and the students are getting ready.
Sure, sir. Within 5 minutes, we are